something that frustrates me a lot, as someone who is absolutely not a centrist, but more so just leaning in a direction, conservative, is that dumb idiots force me to confront their stupid thoughts. I am neither a feminist nor a red pillar, but I already know that just because I go after one, then a whole shroud of people will automatically force me in the opposite direction. And those people today are the red pill. Oh boy. You probably weren't waiting for this, but yeah, so I don't know if you've noticed, there's a whole entire internet situation going on between Clavicular and Brett Cooper. And it is just the biggest pile of nothing. It's the biggest pile of absolutely nothing. But a lot of red pill people are jumping on it as if it is something, and I'm here to talk about it because it just frustrated the fuck out of me that these dumbasses are making me have to defend other dumbasses because of their dumbassery. Just a pile of crap. It's a pile of crap. Alright. Now, because I didn't actually save any of the posts because I wasn't thinking about it at the time. I thought it was just stupid nothing. We're just gonna scroll through these posts because I have to talk about them. So I'm just gonna, in the search bar, type in Clavicular. You know, at least his name is easy to spell. It's not a difficult thing to spell whatsoever. Okay, I'm not gonna watch the whole entire video. This person by Z, they said, Brett Cooper literally flew half away across the US to New York, ditching her husband and her newly born kid to meet Clavicular for 20 seconds at New York Fashion Week. And says another fake conservative e-girl. Which, I have to say, what makes her an e-girl? She's just Gen Z. What makes her an e-girl? Am I too old for this term? I don't... Anywho, yeah, so that literally didn't happen. Sorry, let me be more clear. Yes, did happen that she flew over to Fashion Week. Not to meet Clavicular, but to go to Fashion Week. So, anywho, aside from that, I don't mean to, I don't know, crack open the egg here and let the truth spill out, but Clavicular is not that important. Sorry, red pillars, he's not that important. He's just a new age kid who's able to get clips. Oh boy, he's not changing anything. Nothing's changing because of him. There's not a whole entire population of people all of a sudden getting more attractive because of him. It's just the same old every other year prior to his existence. That is to say, no one is flying across the country to meet him, aside from fanboys. What a wacky phenomenon that celebrities in this current world have people who follow after them and do those types of things. Which is what a celebrity was doing for Fashion Week. Fashion Week. You know, a thing where there happens to be mostly women. But for some reason, when it comes to Brett Cooper, all of a sudden, she's there for Clav. Not like the other women who are there for Fashion Week. No, she's there for Clav, which she shook his hand and smiled at him, and that's it. Oh yeah, she was definitely there for Clav. I'm sorry, if you went and saw your celebrity and they were just standing in front of you, is the only thing you would do is shake their hand and smile at them? You wouldn't ask them any questions, wouldn't take a photo with them, wouldn't do this, that, and the third? You wouldn't do that for someone who you were interested in? Oh. Oh, you would? Oh, interesting. But for some reason, Brad Cooper meets the love of her life and doesn't do any of that. None of that. Zero? Zilch? Nada? Crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, Brad Cooper, bro. Brad Cooper, I know you came all the way to Fashion Week for me. You know what I'm saying? I wish we got to talk more, but now that we're both in the same city, DM me on Twitter, and we can make you forget you were ever married. Let's be real. You'll forget about your fucking cuck loser husband, and maybe her and the Botox lady's husband could kick it or some shit.
Your average red pillar who doesn't like to even portray to adhere to marriage. And then other red pillars will then blame women for the divorce rates going so low, even though Clav is actively trying to insinuate that she's going to cheat on her man. I'm sorry, does Red Pill want women to be married, continue to be married, or do they actively hate that aspect? Am I the one who's confused here? Am I the one who doesn't understand the nature of Red Pill? Am I just the one who is stupid here, doesn't understand that they actively loathe women who cheat and loathe women who want to divorce? But then we have Clav here actively participating and saying, forget about him. Am I the one who's confused here? Am I even more confused on the fact that he says, I know you came here to Fashion Week, Fashion Week for me. Fashion Week. There were a lot of women there, but for some reason, one of those women came for him. One of those women who, internet's sake, everyone agrees looks attractive. Very attractive so. For some reason, an attractive woman, like every other fucking woman at that event, the only one that was there to meet him was Brett. None of the other women were there to meet him, only Brett. An attractive woman being at an attractive event just so happened to be the only woman who went there to meet a man. Only woman. Which, something I didn't even note from the last one was, she was literally there with her kid. She was actively there with her She was actively there with her kid. And from her own video, she was also there with her husband. Probably not at Fashion Week, because what heterosexual man are you finding at a Fashion Week show? Which one? You wouldn't find me anywhere near that. You know where you'd find me? Looking at the photos of the woman. Not actually there to see the stupid show where women are walking around with fashion on. What heterosexual man are you seeing at these events? I'll say my opinion. I think he's gay. He wears makeup. The only kind of men I see who wear makeup ironically for show business. I don't see men wear makeup who are heterosexual. Let me clue you in on something. Women wear makeup. Why? Why do they wear makeup? It's to be attractive. To who, you may ask? Well, for some reason, men really like the look of makeup. For some reason, they really like the look of makeup. Which is coincidentally why gay men also wear makeup and happen to be attracted to other gay men who wear makeup. I'm just connecting dots here. That's all I'm doing. I think He's using this entire situation to act as if he's not gay. Sorry, I'ma just say it. I think he's using this entire situation just to say he's not gay. You can say all the words you want of how, oh, she came here for me. But if you're still gay, you're still gay. Doesn't matter. Once again, who goes to a fashion show as a man? Who? What man is going to a fashion show other than men who are photographers doing a job, the hosters doing a job, the people who find the women doing their job? Who is going to a fashion week as a man? Who? And why? I sit at home and just watch, look at the photos afterwards. I don't go to a fucking fashion week show. It's for gay dudes. You can hate me for saying it, or not, and I don't care. It's the truth. Deal with it. Oh boy. Be prepared for a long watch. It's, Nick Fuentes, which I'll say, sometimes he says things that are smart. Sometimes. We're now gonna watch a single man act as if he knows what attraction is and understands women. We're gonna watch him act as if he understands women.
He met Brett Cooper. Did you see that? It's just like the greatest show in the world right now. Honest, no meat riding, but the Clav stream is just like, it's the best thing happening on the internet. It just is. Did you see him meet Brett Cooper? Dude, and Brett Cooper, dude, she wants him. It's crazy. She could barely contain herself. She was trying to jump out of her skin. I think she went there just to meet him.
Paused. Could barely contain herself? Yeah, last I checked, the people who can barely contain themselves are like a fat person at Five Guys. They keep on ordering food because they can't contain themselves. Last I checked, all Brett Cooper did was shake his hand and smile and moved on to the woman. And gave the woman a hug and held her for a couple seconds. Oh boy, couldn't contain herself, guys! Couldn't contain herself, yet she moved on in 3 seconds? Couldn't contain herself, yet moved on in 3 seconds, and not only did the same thing to the next person, but went even further with the next person. Didn't just shake her hand, gave her a hug as well. Last I checked, she didn't do that for old sexy Clav. Ain't no way Nick Fuentes is meat riding him. Definitely doesn't beat the gay allegations, even though I don't believe them. Certainly doesn't beat them. Does beat something, though.
She's dissing him on the stream. Sneeko texted me. He's like, she said we have aura. I'm like, dude, she wants him. She's negging him. She's like glazing us to make him jealous. How do you not see through this? It's just like 101, bro. Sneeko texted me the clip because Brett Cooper said,
these guys are using RedPill dating advice in reference to women. You've seen the RedPill dating advice where they say, talk to every woman first before you talk to the one you're actually into. Or at least I've heard them say that. I've heard those videos. And now they're acting as if she's doing the same thing. Guys, how is it that on one spectrum we have people saying men and women are different, but then we have a different spectrum and we're like, oh, they're the exact same. They do the exact same things. They act the same way. How? How do we have that? How is that a thing that exists in this current world where people do that? You'll hear these types of dudes, red pillars, I'm not going to say any specific, just in general. You'll hear them say how women they have to keep their body count low because they're not like men who can have copious amounts of that and nothing will happen to them. They're different. But for some reason, when it comes to how they date, all of a sudden they start acting like they're one and the same. But in the same reference, they'll say that women only smile and nod, play with their hair and that. They'll say they do all those things to signal attraction. But for some reason, Brett Cooper, completely different. Completely different from everything every other woman does. You saw every other woman at that club there. None of them were doing jack shit towards Clavicular. They were all there for Fashion Week. But Brett Cooper, she was there for him. Definitely there for him. The only woman there who was there for him. None of the other women were. They were there for Fashion Week. But Brett Cooper, ooh, she got the hots for him. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Women, they love playing with their hair, being in the background, or not talking to the person who they're attracted to. But for some reason, Brett Cooper, completely different. She doesn't play with her hair. She doesn't start fidgeting. She just, dominant woman right there who happens to... I'm sorry. I can't keep up with the act. Why is it that these people are so stupid? Why do you have to make me a feminist? Defend feminist women who are in dismay towards men, where they say things like, red pill men would say, smile more often, but then when they smile, they assume sexual attraction. Why do I have to agree with them? It's because they're right. This is the stupidity of choosing one side and going with its religion. It's religion for atheists. I'll say that, because that's actually how it works. It's like liberals who are liberal for liberal's sake, conservatives who are conservative for conservative sake, feminists for feminist sake, red pillar for red pill's sake. Can we not just choose the side of logic and reasoning and not be fucking stupid? Is that not possible? Am I asking too much for the internet? Is that what I'm doing? Am I just off in La La Land? Whoa, sorry, wrong signal. Wrong hand signal. Am I just in La La Land and can't... I'm asking too much. I don't get it. You say men and women are different, but then for some reason think men and women are the same. Now, once again, I will say, don't take advice from a man who's completely single and has no idea. Yes, I am single, but take my advice, because I'm at least not a fucking retard when it comes to women. Or at least I don't think I am. Nick Fuentes is single, doesn't understand how to talk to women, and many people assume he's gay. And his first comment about Clavicular is, I don't want to ride, what is it, like, I forget exactly what it is, but it's something like, I don't want to ride his meat, or something. Like, you're not beating the allegation, certainly not that, and moreover, stick in your own lane. Stick in your own lane. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Red pillars, conservative folk, and all of them will say men and women are different, but for some reason, when it comes to certain things, they're like, they're completely different. Isn't that the funny thing? They'll say to men who are with women who are liberals, and they'll say things like, like, I'm not like the other girls. Meanwhile, they're like every other girl. Like, they'll make those types of things, but for some reason, Brett Cooper is completely different from every other woman. Completely! I don't get it. Replay.
Sneeko and Nick actually have aura. They're actually cool. Clav is lame. And Sneeko's like, she said we have aura. I'm like, Sneeko, how do you not see what she's doing? She's negging him. She's glazing us to make him jealous. It's so transparent. And then she flew all the way to New York, literally just to be in his presence. She flew all the way to the New York Fashion Show to make a cameo just to be in his presence, just to download.
Pause. Do I have to dive into why he's stupid? Do I have to? I feel like I have to because I live in this world where people are one side for one side's sake. I feel like I have to explain why he's wrong. But at the same time, do I have to? Do I have to? Please, do I have to? I don't want to. Like, these people are so stupid. Nick Fuentes isn't stupid. He's not. He's not. But this, stick in your own lane. I just wish people knew how to stay in their lane, but at the same time, understood how to be logical about staying in their lane. Like, I'll say stay in your lane, but I don't mean stay in your lane if it's fucking stupid. Don't be red pill for red pill's sake. Don't be feminist for feminist sake. Be feminist for logical sake. Be red pill for logical sake. I'm red pill to a degree. I'm feminist to a degree. I'm not all sides. I'm not a fucking centrist either. 'Cause I'm able to logically think. Certain things I'm liberal. I think free healthcare is pretty neat. But for other things, I'm not liberal. I understand that the border needs to be closed because having free healthcare kind of becomes a drain on society when you're giving it to everyone and their grandmother when they're not even in this country. I'm conservative. And for other things, I'm not. You know why? Because I'm on the side of logic. Using the old brain waves. Thinking. Having this thing do a couple things. Stick in your lane, but at the same time, be logical about it. Don't just stick in your lane for your lane's sake. Now, obviously this is unpopular on the internet and definitely won't get this any clicks because that's not how the internet works. Because it's all about finding your niche and sticking in it. Don't ever leave it. Don't, or else you become an outcast. I'm not scared to be an outcast. I am an outcast in this internet dogma. I choose my own lane to go down of logic using my brain. Now sometimes I'll be wrong. But at least I'm okay with claiming I'm wrong. Continue.
The aura in real life, just to actually feel the frequency and the vibrations in real life. It's what it is. It's what it is. I tell it how it is. That's...
Ain't no way he's using feminist words to describe this. The vibrations? Vibrations, huh? I think aura is a pretty stupid term. It's Gen Z, but I think it's pretty stupid. But vibrations? Don't know about that word. It's a little bit, stupid.
That's what I saw. So that was it. She was like, hi, Clav. It's like, bitch. It's like...
That's what I saw. Yeah, I also saw many posts of people posting a singular photo from a live stream. I saw many of those posts, and then people deciding to create their own fan fictions of how she's so into him, which then, if you decide to go into the unfortunate context, which is called the video, or the live video, you know, this thing that shows everything that happens, you'll realize she did not only the same to him, but also the same to another woman, and more to that woman. Oh, but now she's lesbian, I guess, right? Brett is lesbian, because she did that and more to that woman. Gave her a hug. She's a lesbian. This is the new way of thinking that smiling and shaking someone's hand means that you're sexually into them. Unless it's the woman that was behind him, right? Then she's not sexually interested in her. It's only clavicular, which, if you're a heterosexual man, you'll understand that the woman is far more attractive than him because she's a woman. But for some reason, when it comes to the woman, all of a sudden she's not sexually attracted to the more sexually attractive person. For some reason, that doesn't make sense. They'll use the argument, oh, she's heterosexual, for that claim. But then when the men start glazing or guzzling his schlong, all of a sudden, they're still heterosexual. They're not interested in him. She's interested in her, even though she did the same thing to the other girl. But that would then... Context. Oh, how terrible. Context. Ugh. You want to provide context to the situation? Ugh. Gross. Please. Keep that to yourself. We don't want context here. We want photos from a live show that we can create fanfics from. That's what we want. Stop giving us your gross fucking context. Ugh.
Come on now. Keep it in your, like, hey, relax, okay? So anyway, this is good stuff, guys. This is good.
Keep it in your pants is a statement that you can only make for men. Literally a statement you can only make for men. Bro, you're not helping the gay allegations. You're not helping them. You're making it worse. Keep it in your pants, bro. That only works for men. Men are the only one who have something to keep in their pants. Women, they have nothing to keep in their pants. It's already in them. Man.
Stuff. This is great content. He's walking the runway with his phone in hand. Brett Cooper mugs him, lady freaks. Dude, he told Pariah the doll, get me a burger, then left. It's so peak. Anyway, but that's that. We're going to move on. We're going to get into the news. But I had to just...
Okay, this is gay at this rate. This is gay. Why are men so, like, they'll be upset at gay allegations, but then go on to absolutely just on a man's schlong. Like, oh my Lanta, these guys are gay sometimes. It's so stupid. And by the way, yeah, he's attractive. I'm not gonna disagree. It's not that he's not attractive. But the reason why I'm pointing out that this whole entire situation is gay is because he's the only man I see in this space wearing makeup. Now, maybe there's other men in this RedPill sphere who are using makeup, and I just don't know. But Clavicular is one of the more important ones in this sphere that are using makeup, and it just so happens to be that every man in the RedPill sphere happens to be... he's schlong. Just a weird coincidence, you know? It's one of those things called context. Gross. Who wants context? Gross. Icky. Oh, look at this. This person who's definitely not AI, called Gigachungus, says, the amount of women pretending not to understand the situation is really blackpilling. They all know that Clavicular was publicly telling everyone, I'm going to sleep with Brett Cooper for the past week. And instead of distancing herself, she goes to meet him. Context. Ain't it so gross, the fact that she went there for the fashion week? Man, that context really fucking sucks, doesn't it? Really makes the whole entire argument who likes context here? Not me. Why? Why would you want context in this situation? Icky. Gross. Red pill for red pill's sake. Who wants this context? Alright, let's watch the video now. Oh wait, no, that's just him speaking. I don't care about the video. I don't want to hear him. The amount of women pretending to not understand the situation. Guys, let me level with you for a second here. I'm on the internet a lot. You know how much I knew Clavicular was talking about Brett Cooper? Fucking zero. You know why? Because I'm not a dweeb. Let me reframe. Not a red pill dweeb. I'm not someone who watches these dudes for a living. And now, granted, don't know about Brett Cooper's situation. I know that while she was read with Daily Wire, to some degree she would talk about them. I don't really know what she does on her new channel because I don't watch her stuff because that's it's definitely not. It's just not for me. I don't hate it. It's just not for me. I've tried watching a few. Sometimes I can watch the whole thing, but it ain't gravitas to me yet. It ain't too of weight in my mind. Why do you just assume Brett would know he said that? Publicly telling everyone, I'm going to sleep with Brett Cooper. Everything you say on the internet is public and telling everyone. Does that mean Brett Cooper knows every goddamn thing I'm saying about her? No, she probably will never see this because I'm not popular at all. Hit the like button and the subscribe button and share. Wasn't that such a good plug? She doesn't know what I'm saying. But I'm saying it publicly and to everyone. Why do you expect her to know everything? I don't. Why in the hell do you? What am I reading? From Base Therapist. If this really was Brett Cooper at Clavicular's CatWalk, I'm not even... It's not even a satisfying... Women say they don't like looks but can't help themselves. It's, at this point, deeply offensive how goonette enslaved by their dopamine and emotional spikes women are. Is it really that effing unbearable and overwhelming to be horny to them? Surely you have some agency if you can function in the rest of society without becoming a helpless feral animal indulging in every impulse. Moreover, so painfully low IQ to find extreme anger and disdain feelings indistinguishable from extreme pleasure and good feelings. You really can just get a rise out of women in any way and they'll all get on about it. It's actually irritatingly simple. Man. It certainly is not AI, but holy dictionary. Some people like sounding smart. Really like sounding smart. Bro wrote so much to say so little, all for the sake of that. And I gotta say, looking at this photo, one woman's looking away. The other woman is not Brett Cooper, looking a lot more, definitely a lot more horny towards him than Brett Cooper is, and Brett Cooper appears to actually not, I don't even know where she's looking. From the photo, it kind of doesn't actually look like she's looking at him, but in fact is looking slightly to the left of him. I'm not gonna even engage with most of what this person said, because once again, so many words for so little to say. It's a bunch of nothing. It's a whole ass nothing burger. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, there's literally nothing I can get from Brett Cooper looking at Clavicular. They're at a fashion week. The whole entire thing is to look at fashion. It would be weird if she was, like, over here looking. They're at a fashion week. They're meant to be looking at the fashion. Why wouldn't she be looking at Clavicular? Why is it so difficult to put the square into the square hole? Why is that difficult in today's society? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. It's so difficult to put the square into a square hole. They can't do it. They're so against it. Like, really? They are really against putting a square in a square hole. They're really against it. Actually, the proper word is that context. The context of it being a fashion show and that they're looking at fashion. Fashion. Context. Why is it that context makes everything kind of just a lot of things, huh? Why does it have that disgusting behavior? This video going over supposedly Brett Cooper's manager. Supposedly. We never hear her say that she is Brett Cooper's manager. Never actually hear that.
I manage her.
You manage her?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's banned off TikTok.
Damn, she's hot.
She's hot.
Who? She's really hot.
Wait, I kind of want a picture with you. I kind of want a picture with you.
I kind of want a picture with you too. You know what I
Do you
mean?
mind taking it?
All right, let's do it. Come on.
Am I gonna get wet?
I mean, maybe.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
We never hear her say, I'm Brett Cooper's manager. Just her manager. And for some reason, when she shows Clavicular, the dude who publicly, catch that word, has been saying, oh, I'm attracted to Brett Cooper, for some reason, when she shows the photo, he says, oh, damn, she's hot, as if he hasn't been speaking about Brett Cooper this entire time. I'm sorry. Is it, once again, that gross little thing called context of, once again, we don't hear her say Brett Cooper. Once again, he acts as if she's never seen that he's acting as if he's never seen that photo before of her. And for some reason, this somehow implicates Brett Cooper. Somehow, this manager implicates Brett Cooper. And let's just say it does. What does it say? That the manager's attracted to Clavicular? Was the manager there for Clavicular? This is the question of right now. Because she's obviously attracted to him. Does that mean her manager flew over to see Clavicular, but for some reason only Brett Cooper matters? The person who didn't say anything sexual towards Clavicular didn't really interact with him at all, aside from a polite handshake and smile. How does this, why, are we saying this manager flew out for Clavicular? But, oh, no, it was Brett Cooper who did, even though the manager is very actively trying to slob on that knob. But Brett Cooper did. Definitely, that's the video we watched. We watched Brett Cooper be attracted to him. That's what we just watched. Brett Cooper. Am I missing something? Anywho, once again, never hear her say, I'm Brett Cooper's manager. Never hear her say that. Just say, I'm blank's manager. Never hear the name of the person she manages, and for some reason he acts as if he's never seen the woman before and just says, "Oh, she's attractive," as if he didn't know the person who he was about to see for some reason, even though he's been publicly saying he's attracted to Brett Cooper. But for some reason, when talking to the manager, all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, I've never seen this woman before. She looked pretty attractive." Look at that. Now we get to the creme de la creme of the gang. West Side LA guy. Conservative podcaster Brett Cooper flies out to New York City Fashion Week to meet Clavicular. This is her face when she met him. She's married. Bros, if you think you're safe because you got a ring on your girl's finger, you need to wake the F up. This is the begotten, is that the right word? Photo from an entire live stream. The reason why I point out photo is because if you have to take a photo from a live stream, something that was videoed, yeah, you're probably wrong. Probably in the wrong, because there's a little bit more context that's needed. Context. Hey, look, I understand. We're going through, like, Context Anonymous, and we're trying to heal ourselves from that word, but anywho, once again, RedPillers will say, "Oh, women should smile more often." But then when they smile, all of a sudden, damn, husband better be worried. Oh, man. Husband has to be worried. Meanwhile, in the photo, there's 4 other women also smiling at him, but for some reason Brett Cooper is the only one that matters. The only one that matters there is Brett Cooper. None of the other smiling women. Well, okay, one of them is not smiling, but the other ones, they're all smiling. But it's only Brett Cooper who matters. It's only Brett Cooper that matters. None of the other women. Only Brett Cooper. Large part. Once again, as I said in the beginning, I'm pretty sure this is all just a big old show from Clavicular to seem like he's heterosexual, which is why he's really pointing out a public figure, because it just drives up the numbers. Now, once again, it's not him who's pointing it out. I'm pretty sure this West Side person is the person who started it, because everyone seems to have retweeted this dumb fuck. So, I don't know if it was actually Clavicular who made this pop off, but he certainly isn't helping the stupid narrative of the whole entire thing. He kind of went along with it, so not any better. It's just a publicity sake thing. That's all it is. And I'm pretty sure it's because he wants to come off as not gay. My opinion. Once again, he puts on makeup. Can't forget about that one. Cannot forget that he puts on makeup. I hit buttons. Oh my god. Oh man, I have to go through all these dumb f***s again. Of course I had to hit. Man, who wanted slidey functions on X? Who wanted it? They need to stop. Oh, yes. Yes. Here we are. This is the other reason I forgot about, because she's not really consequential in any sake, is this person who goes by Pearl Davis, or just Pearly Things. Pearly like her smooth brain. She says, married with a kid, Brett Cooper flies to New York with a face of makeup just to see Clavicular. Women are incredible. I'm not gonna actually watch the video, because fine, I'll watch the video, because this is the context. Guys, this is that auto-gross thing known as context.
Okay, okay. And Brett's gonna, if you want to say hi to Brett.
Brett, what's up?
How's it going?
How are you? Amazing.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for coming.
Good job.
You thought it was good?
The show's very good. Brett.
Okay.
Hi. Hello. Oh my god, Luke, hi!
I look different
Oh my
because
god!
of the makeup.
You look
I know, right?
incredible. It's because
Okay,
of the
all right, I'm
makeup.
sorry. It's contracted to take the photos.
No, I'm Lev. Nice to meet
Yeah,
you.
he's next.
Wait.
Yes.
Okay, this.
I look different because of the makeup.
You look incredible. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're we get through.
Yeah, sorry.
Thank you. I just need to
Yeah.
get to the
How are you?
elevator.
Take your photos and then do it.
All right, take photos.
Hey, V. How do you watch this clip and think that Brett is attracted to him? How do you watch this clip and think that? This is just an awkward greeting among people. Forget about the genders. This is just an awkward greeting among different people. Like, you hear them talking. They don't know where they're meant to be. They don't know where they're going and such. You see the one woman step up behind Clavicular after the whole entire thing, and like she looks confused on where she was going or not. Maybe she wasn't, but like, how do you watch this and just go straight to sexual attraction? How do you do that? How do you do that? She did the exact same thing for the woman who comes up right behind him, but then goes to give her a hug. Like, how, man. Smooth brain. Once again, smooth brain. The smoothest of brains. How do you watch this and go straight to sexual attraction? How? This looks like just a greeting. This looks like you opened up your door to a bunch of house guests and you're saying, "Oh, hi, how was the trip? How are you doing?" This looks nothing like sexual attraction at all. Maybe some of the women there think he looks good. Maybe. I don't know. How do you get... Hey, V. How do you go from someone can look attractive to, oh, she automatically wants to have sex with him? People can be attractive without you having to have sex with them. There are many men who are married who happen to find women attractive. I know, this is a crazy phenomenon, but it does happen. I'm sorry to scare you with this context of reality, but are all the men cheating who just look at other women? Is that what they're doing as well? Which, hey, as a Christian, I would actually agree. I would. But even with me agreeing there, I still don't know if Brett Cooper finds him attractive or not, because she did the exact same fucking thing to another woman. Does it mean she's lesbian all of a sudden, but for some reason married a man? No, it just means she's polite. What? Why? What? Moving on. Oh man, right below it, there's this person, Lily White. They said, they quoted, "Did you see the way Brett Cooper looked at Clavicular? Oh my god, she wants him." And it's a photo of Nick Fuentes side-eyeing the fuck out of Clav. Once again, really not beating the gay allegations. Once again, a man who wears makeup. A man with gay allegations is looking that deviously at a man with makeup. I don't know if he's actually gay or not. I mean, Nick Fuentes. I don't know if he's actually gay or not, but he's definitely not beating the allegations with Clavicular. Definitely not. Nowhere even close to that word. Oh, wait a minute. Oh boy. Oh boy. So, this is another one of the people from the big echelon of stupidity. Rollo Tomasi. I don't know if any of you know him, and you shouldn't. he's an old person talking about dating, even though he's, I think, married, if maybe happily, don't know, but he's an old talking about dating because he's doing that as a married man. He said she has never been to the New York Fashion Week before this. Isabella Moody also made a special trip to see him last week in Scottsdale. Shall I go on? And then someone below says Clavicular has never been to a New York Fashion Week before this. Guess he was really trying to meet up with Brett Cooper. Oh yeah, and then there's the top of this whole entire reply chain from Mary Morgan. I feel like that name is familiar, but says immediately taking 3 steps back after shaking hands, immediately breaking eye contact, and people are still gonna twist this into something it is not. Real and true. Like, this whole entire I didn't even point this out. He used the same fucking image that everyone's been using. The same photo. The same split-second photo from an entire live. He used that photo. These people are so unbelievably stupid. Why do these stupid people, like, do they not realize they cause their own problems? They don't like feminists, but then they go on to say this retarded shit. Like, this is the easiest slam dunk for feminists on planet Earth. The easiest slam dunk. You thought voting rights were a slam dunk? No, this is a slam dunk. This is a good old half court shot right there, going whoop, straight on in. Like, why can't we, as a society, it'll never happen, why can't we as a society, which will never happen, come together and think logically about something rather than jumping the shark of that just to be on the side that you're on? Why can't we do this thing called logic? You know, the thing that helps us live every day. Why can't we use this a little bit more when it comes to social issues? We have to go to dogma before we go to the thing that happens to be conveniently keeping us alive every fucking day. Why? Why? I do not get it. Why? Oh, they're grifters. I don't think they're grifters. I think they're just retards. And that's my genuine stance. They're not grifters. They're just dumb. Dumb as fuck. Really dumb.